They say love is blind, but in my case, love wasn't just blind. It was deaf. It was mute. It was completely unaware of the storm it was walking into. The day I said I do, I thought I was walking into a dream. But it turned out, I was stepping into a slow-burning nightmare. And today I sit here, in a cold, silent house, wondering, how did I get here? How did the man I once loved become the reason? I cry myself to sleep every night. I regret marrying him. And here's why. It all began at a wedding, not mine, someone else's. A big, colorful, crowded Indian wedding, full of music, laughter, and chaos. I was helping decorate the stage. My hands were tangled in fairy lights when I saw him, tall, confident, with eyes that held stories, and a smile that could melt granite. He was the groom's cousin. We barely spoke that day, just quick glances, small smiles, shared laughs. But something clicked. You know that feeling when a stranger walks into your life, and your soul whispers, "There he is." That was our June. Soon after, he asked for my number. Then came the late-night calls. The coffee dates. The walks that felt like seconds but lasted hours. He listened, really listened. And when he laughed, it was like music I wanted to hear every day. A few months later, he proposed. Under a sky full of stars, with a simple ring and a promise to love and protect you forever. And without hesitation, I said yes. At first, marriage was beautiful. New routines, shared jokes, morning tea and late-night cuddles. But then, the changes started. Small things, almost invisible. He stopped texting me during the day. He came home later and later. When I'd ask, "How was work?" he'd grunt, or worse, ignore. And then came the silence. A suffocating, chilling silence. He wasn't the man who held my hand when I was scared. Now I was scared of him. His mood would switch like a light. Smiles one second, anger the next. And I started changing too. I stopped speaking freely. I stopped asking questions. I started shrinking into myself, just to keep the peace. It was a rainy evening. The kind that makes you want to stay home, sip tea, and listen to old songs. I had forgotten to switch off the geyser. Such a small mistake. He came home angry, tired, frustrated. He saw the electricity bill on the table and exploded. Words flew, ugly, sharp, unforgiving. I told him to calm down. I said I was sorry. Then his hand landed on my face. I stumbled back. Not from the force, but from the shock. My heart dropped. My breath caught. My husband had just hit me. For a moment, even he looked horrified. He rushed to me, cried, held my face. "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It was a mistake. I swear." And like a fool, I forgave him. That night, I wore makeup over the bruise and wore a smile over the pain. You know what's worse than being hurt? Pretending you were not. We went to parties, took pictures, posted captions like, "My world" and "blessed." People said we were couple goals. But behind closed doors, I was alone. Completely, painfully alone. He didn't hit me often. No, he was clever. He used silence, sarcasm, guilt, and told me, "Why are you dressed like that? Don't you have anything better to do? No wonder no one likes you." He called it honesty. I called it emotional abuse. And yet, I stayed. Because I loved him. Because I thought he would change. Because I was scared of what people would say. It was a Sunday morning. He was in the shower. His phone buzzed on the table. I wasn't looking for anything. But then, one message changed everything. Last night was perfect. I can still feel your lips. Miss you. My stomach turned. My hands went cold. When I confronted him, he didn't deny it. He didn't apologize. He just said, "You're not the woman I married." That broke something inside me. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just stood there. Like something had died inside me. And maybe it had. Took weeks to build the courage. To pack a bag. To tell my parents. To admit to the world that my marriage had failed. But I did it. I moved out. I filed for divorce. I started therapy. And for the first time in years, I started breathing again. It wasn't easy. People whispered. Relatives judged. Friends faded away. But I kept going. I wrote my pain into poems. I joined a support group. I rediscovered old dreams. And slowly, the girl who had disappeared behind bruises and silence, she came back. Do I regret marrying him? Yes. I regret ignoring the red flags. I regret believing his lies. I regret staying when I should have run. But you know what I don't regret? Leaving. I don't regret choosing myself. I don't regret saving the woman in the mirror, who once looked back with fear. Today she looks back with strength. If you're listening to this, if your story feels even a little like mine, please know this. You deserve love. Real love. Not fear disguised as love. Not pain wrapped in promises. You deserve peace. You deserve kindness. You deserve a life without apologies for just being yourself. I regret marrying him. But I don't regret the woman I've become. Because she is unstoppable. Thank you for listening to my story. Someone out there might need this reminder. You are not alone. You are not weak. And you are never too far gone to start again.